Okay, so reminder of what to do. You're going to go through the same number chord progressions that you have, and want you to do a couple things. First thing is you're going to use those movable chord shapes that you filled in last night, and you're going to look for the easiest path you can think of when you're putting these progressions together. So in addition to using those movable shapes, do the power chords as well. So this way you get experience with both. So I'll go clean here, and yeah, arpeggiating those movable chord shapes, really good idea. Make sure that you're hearing everything. So let's use that, the first progression, the 1, 6, 3, 5 as an example, just to refresh what we're doing here. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at like what would be a nice, convenient, easy path for all this. So the 1, 6, 3, 5, kind of look around here like, well, what would be like a really simple thing? Like you could start here, go 1 to the 6, over to the 3 here, and then you could go, see, that's going to get cut off a little bit. Let me do this. And you could circle all the way back down around there. So that's one option. And that would involve, going and if you like the sound of that, perfectly good idea to do that. The only thing is, with that, going from the 3 here all the way down to the 5 here, that's a bit of a jump, so that might be a little inconvenient. The other stuff though, like the 1, the 6, and the 5, that's pretty nice there, but going to the 3 there, that might be a bit much. So let's look at another way. Well, let's say you really want to start that 1 there. So instead of going to the 6 here, we could go to that and then just drop straight down to the 3 and then over to the 5. That's a lot less movement going left to right on the fretboard. So 1, 6, 3, 5. So that's a nice way of doing it. And then of course the power chord way. So try out some different things, see what you think, and then just kind of settle on, what you feel is the most, or the easiest, most convenient path, and then repeat the easy one a little bit more than perhaps a less convenient one. It's going to take some trial and error just to see what feels easy for you. But yeah, just try and think of it that way. Like, what allows you to stay in one spot on the fretboard? So this way you minimize the risk of any kind of error. And then just kind of recognizing that pattern, you can apply that to all kinds of keys. So with that being like the 1, 6, 3, 5 as it is there, well, let's say we're going to be in the key of D major instead. So looking at what's on the screen, in the key of C, the root note is on the 3rd fret, then it goes to the open, drops down to the lower string for the open, and then up to the 3. So it'll be like 3, 0, 0, 3. 3, 0, 0, 3. 3, 0, 0. Trying to mute the strings there. 3. Do, bum. play that pattern a whole step up. And then you have the 5, 2, 2, 5 for those frets for the root notes. So there would be the 1, 6, 3, 5 using power chords in the key of D. And then same thing for the key of E. You want to play an E major, doing the 1, 6, 3, 5. Start on the 7, down to the 4, drop it a string, back to the 7. So, once you get a nice pattern established, you can go all over with that. Now, when it comes to the key of F here, you'd have to get a little more creative, or at least try a different pattern, because you could just start it up here. So that's totally fine. But if you started it down here, then it's going to be a bit more challenging. But you could start it there. Anyway, so yeah, just try and find nice, easy patterns and move them to the other keys. Stick with one progression for all 3 keys first, and see if that pattern will allow you to stay in all 3 keys nice and easy. So yeah, this pattern will absolutely work in the key of F. You would just need to start it on the 8th fret instead of down here, the low F on the low E. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see what you come up with. And any questions, let me know. I will see you again next week.